Good morning everybody. Today topic is need for classification. Need for classification. Okay. Classification need for all living things. Without classification, the study of animals not seen. Okay. The classification commonly seen in the all living things. Without classification, the study of organisms impossible. Study of organisms impossible without classification. Okay. And here tools as and here next one is the museums. Okay, and here the museums have the biological specimens and preserve the organisms in the containers, jars, etc. etc. The organisms preserved in the biological containers. The museums have the containers and jars. Containers and jars. Okay. And here next one is the use as tools for classification. Use as tools for classification. Use as tools for classification. And here the wild animals taken out from natural habitat. Wild animals taken out from natural habitat, protected in the special settings. Special settings under human care. Under human care is used as tools for classification. Next one is the here phylogenetic classification. Phylogenetic classification. Another name, cladistic classification. Phylogenetic classification, another name, cladistic classification. And here the phylogenetic classification look like tree. It is simply called as phylogenetic tree or cladistic tree. Okay. And here this process introduced by Ernest Haeckel. Ernest Haeckel. Ernest Haeckel introduced the process of phylogenetic classification. And here the genetic distance between the all species. Genetic distance between the all species is called phylogenetic classification. And here simply the contribution of analogous characters and homologous characters. Analogous and homologous characters. Okay, the contribution of analogous and homologous characters is called phylogenetic characters. Okay, and here what is the difference between both analogous and homologous? Here analogous means the functionally same. The organism consists functionally perform the same but structurally different. Structurally different is called analogous characters. Homologous characters means here the organisms structurally same but functionally different. Okay, functionally different. And here next one is the biological classification. Next one is the biological classification. Biological classification. Approximately 1.25 millions of the organisms. 1.25 millions of the organisms discovered by scientists. Okay, discovered by scientists. Discovered and described approximately 1.25 millions of the organisms. And these description, it is based on habitat, modes of life. Habitat, modes of life. Here the Carolus Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus. He is father of modern taxonomy. Father of modern taxonomy. Okay. And here he introduced the binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature. Okay. And here next one is the levels of hereditary classification. Levels and hierarchy of classification. And here in the levels and hereditary classification, the modern taxonomists discovered the three domains. Domain is higher than the kingdom. Okay, domain is higher than the kingdom. And here the domain 1 is bacteria. Domain 2 archaea. Domain 3 eukarya. Okay, the taxonomist discovered the three domains. Domain is higher than the kingdom. Domain 1 bacteria. Domain 2 archaea. Domain 3 eukarya. And here the three domains consist the 6 kingdoms. Three domains consist the 6 kingdoms. Three domains. Domain is higher than kingdom is higher than the here domain, and here the domain consists the 6 kingdoms. 6 kingdoms like archaea, bacteria, and protista, plantae, fungi, animalia. Okay, and here consider 6 kingdoms. Simply archaebacteria. Okay, eukarya, and here next one is the three domains consist the 6 kingdoms: archaea, bacteria, protistae, plantae, fungi, animalia, and 3 domains like bacteria, archaea, eukarya. And here the card ois. carboys, and his co-workers. Observe the prokaryotes and classified under the Monera category. Okay, carboys and his co-workers. Observe the prokaryotes. And classified under the Monera category. And they observe the eukaryotes. Not only prokaryotes, they observe the eukaryotes. And classified under the Eukarya category. Carboys and his co-workers observe the prokaryotes and classified under the Monera category, and they observe the eukaryotes and observe under the Eukarya category. And here there are 7 obligatory categories. In the hierarchy of classification, like kingdom, domain is higher than the kingdom. Already you have learned domain is higher than the kingdom. Here first one is there are 7 obligatory categories. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. There are 7 obligatory categories in the hierarchy of classification, like kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. Okay, and here first one is the kingdom. The kingdom consists of multicellular organisms. Heterotrophic organisms and non-saprophytic organisms. Example, Animalia. Another name of Animalia, Metazoa. Okay. There are 7 obligatory categories. Here, first one, kingdom. It includes multicellular organism. Multicellular means more than one cell organism is called multicellular organism. And heterotrophic organism. Heterotrophic means those organisms are dependent on the food for other organisms is called heterotrophic organisms. Non-saprophytic organisms. Non-saprophytic means here what is the difference between saprophytic and non-saprophytic? Here saprophytic means those organisms depend on the food for decayed material or dead material is called saprophytic organism. Here kingdom Animalia includes non-saprophytic organisms. Saprophytic means those are depend on the food for, those organisms are depend on the food for decayed material or dead material. Okay, they are simply called as saprophytic organisms. Those are not depend on the food for decayed or dead material they are simply called as non-saprophytic organism. The kingdom, example Animalia or Metazoa. Next one is the phylum. Next one is the phylum. And here the phylum includes the one or more related classes. It includes one or more related classes. One or more related classes, and these classification start from base to apex. Base to apex. And here species. Species to genus, genus to family, family to order, order to class, class to phylum, phylum to kingdom. And it is start from base to apex. Okay. And here phylum, it includes one or more related classes. Okay. It includes one or more related classes. And here example of phylum. Example of phylum: fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals. Fishes, amphibians, aves, reptiles, aves, mammals. Example of phylum: fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals. Next one is the class. It includes one or more related orders. It includes one or more related orders. One or more related orders. Okay. Example. Carnivora, dogs. Carnivora, dogs. Rodentia, rats. Primates, apes and monkeys. Apes and monkeys. Okay. The class, it includes one or more related orders. Example: carnivora, simply dog. Rodentia, simply rat. Primates, simply apes and monkeys. Next one is the order. It includes one or more related families. It includes one or more related families. Okay. Order includes one or more related families. Example: Hyaenidae, hyena. Ursidae, bear. Okay. Next one is the family. It includes one or more related genes. It includes one or more related genus. And here example of family: Felis, cat. Felis, cat. Okay. And here the Canidae, wolf. Canidae, wolf. fairies, cat. Okay, and here the family is superfamily and subfamily. The superfamily indicate the IDA index, and INA indicate the subfamily. INA indicate the subfamily. Superfamily. These suffix indicated with IDA. Subfamily. These suffix indicate the NINE. Okay. For example, Homonidae. Homonidae. Here IDA indicates the superfamily. Homoninae. Here Ninae indicates the subfamily. Okay. And here next one is the genus. It includes one or more related species. One or more related species. Example, Panthera leo, lion. Panthera leo, simply lion. Panthera tigris. Panthera tigris, tiger. Panthera tigris, tiger. Okay. Next one is the species. It is basic unit of classification. It is basic unit of classification. Is basic unit of classification. Species is basic unit of classification. And here similar species sharing the common gene pool. Common gene pool means common genetic material. Similar species sharing the common gene pool and freely interbreeding, produce young ones or produce fertile young ones. The species is basic unit of classification, and similar species are freely interbreeding and exchange and produce the fertile offspring. Fertile means here strong. Okay, produce the fertile offspring. Okay, it is about 7 levels in hereditary of classification. Very important. Okay, once listen here. Levels and hereditary of classification. There are 7 obligatory categories: kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. And here taxa means singular. Taxa means singular. Taxa means singular. And here simply taxa kingdom, taxa phylum, taxa class, taxa order. Okay. And here the phylum taxa discovered by Ernest Haeckel. Remaining all like kingdom, class, order, family, genus, species, taxas discovered by Carolus Linnaeus. Okay. And here the phylum taxa discovered by Ernest Haeckel. Remaining all kingdom, class, order, family, genus, species discovered by Carolus Linnaeus. Discovered by whose? Carolus Linnaeus. Okay. And tomorrow remaining class. Okay. Thank you.